everyone. Welcome to Yoda Soda Creations podcast. Script for friends, source, random, and stuff in the movie field recent.
Yeah, Sunday show, cause I worked a wedding last night. Didn't get home until almost midnight. So yeah, and that's gonna happen again this upcoming weekend. Huzzah! But yeah. So, that's, update of things. Did I do the Minecraft stream before or after the stream last time? I forget. Anyway, though, yeah, I did do a Minecraft stream and recorded that, but yeah, afterwards I found it wasn't really up to the quality I wanted, so I'm gonna scrap that one, try again, and hopefully that'll work out better. I also ordered an Xbox 360, which I'm then gonna send in to get modded, because yeah, there's some good games locked to the 360. And some big news for my channel. I plan on rebranding. Don't know what to, but long story short, there's way too many sarcasms on YouTube and Twitch, so I figured, like, okay, get a little bit more unique, so, I'll be easier to find. As such, like, either I'll be on hiatus for uploads, or maybe I'll do less uploads and, like, cut out portions of, like, the intro bits for the videos until I get, like, the new branding set up. I don't know. Yeah, it's just a whole thing that's like, I need to think about it. Anyway, let's know what else. Yeah. Honestly, not much has happened this week. Like, it was busy, but, like, uneventful for the most part. But yeah, it's like I said, next weekend's like the last wedding for the year, as far as I can tell, because after that one, there's like only like a Sunday in September, and then pretty much no weekends until December. So, hey, like, that frees up the schedule a bit. One other thing, one of the side benefits of my job is that each year we basically get a choice of one of the concerts or whatever, or symphonies or whatever in Portland, and we get like 2 free tickets. And turns out for the listing for this go around, they have the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth concert on the list. And if I can get the tickets, it'll be for October 20th, which is Sunday. So, okay, maybe an issue, maybe not, depending on like if I'm doing anything at the convention that week, that Saturday. It's one of those ones that's kind of up in the air, But we'll see how that goes. Worst case scenario, we end up having to pull a double shift for the show on the next weekend. But I mean, hey, free concert tickets. Not really gonna say no to that one. Yeah. But yeah, I think next week, this upcoming week, is like the last of my video backlog, so yeah, after that I basically have nothing. Just because like I've been busy, and now with the decision for the rebranding, I need to think like, okay, what do I want for like the new name? It's something that's not too long, but also kind of catchy. like something memorable, then I need to think about like, okay, so like, what's my channel logo gonna be? Like, there's a lot of thought that has to go into this. So yeah, that's basically what I've been dealing with. Yeah. Also waiting for the pre-orders to open up for the flippy drive for my GameCube. So like, yay, solderless GameCube hack. Huzzah! Like if I get that and I get like the Game Boy player, I could actually do trades for the Gen 3 games. You know, if I got like the trade cable and all that. Let's either that or get like another DS or GBA or something. Eh. But yeah, that's I, yeah, I think that's basically it. Bought like a bunch of games on Steam. Like they had some sales going on, so I bought the Quake collection, the Doom collection, and then the Lego collection on the Humble Bundle store. So I got like all the Legos. Because I mean, like, $15 for almost all the Lego games, and then you can get the Lego Star Wars Skywalker collection for like $7 after that with the coupon. That's a good deal. Because one could say that I have way too many games as it is, and well, they'd be correct. But I just can't pass up a deal like that, you know? And besides, I worked like almost 9.5 hours last night. I imagine my paycheck's gonna be pretty decent this go around. Although funny thing with last night, usually I have to wait around a long time for the band to finish up packing, but they actually finished up fairly quickly. In fact, my ride didn't actually have to wait all that long. She actually got into the parking lot as the band was leaving. So yeah, that was oh side minor tangent, not really tangent, but like side thing. So we actually recently got a Raising Cane's chicken open up nearby. So on the way back home, it was like 11:40 at night, and the line was still going out pretty far. But there's never a time when there isn't a huge line at Raising Cane's these days. I mean, yeah, I get that it's a new thing, but it's like it's not that great. It's like on par with Popeye's chicken, which I mean, it's decent. And in this case, it's closer, but still. God help us if they decide to open up an In-N-Out over here. That would just ruin the intersection.
I should know. I've actually been. I should know. I still remember my last visit.
Yeah, it's like I went to In-N-Out Burger once when I was in Vegas one time. Eh, like I get that the whole thing's supposed to be like, oh yeah, it's cheap, simple burger that you get quick, but if you're having to wait 15 minutes in the drive-through take just for them to take your order, then it's like it kind of counteracts the whole quick portion of the whole thing. I mean, yeah, I think it's also supposed to be fairly cheapish, but eh. Personally, I think In-N-Out's too overhyped for its own good. Anyway, I guess a slight tangent there. Yeah. But yeah, like, also countdown to Everfree. Like, two
There
weekends
we go.
away. Yeah, actually, next Saturday is gonna be is basically making up for the 2 days I'm taking off that week. Because yeah, since I have to get up for early for the 7 o'clock morning train on Friday, I'm taking Friday off so I'll be nice and rested. Yeah, hopefully I can fit everything I want to take with me within like 2 backpacks. Like, honestly, don't plan on packing all that much because like it's only like a couple nights. I don't have to like pack the whole entire power setup or anything. So yeah, because last time I stayed over a week at my aunt's place, did the whole backpack thing, but it's still pretty packed. I think I also brought my laptop too, but yeah, not doing that this time around. Just because with the convention, I'm not going to be sitting around in the hotel room long enough to really be able to really need to use it. So if anyone's been paying attention, you may have noticed that I started the video playing is Pokemon Gold. I decided to skip Gen 1 just because like I wanted to show off like the new visual setup I had set up for Gen 2 onwards. I got the nice red, black, white Pokeball theming for the background. Got showing off some of the Pokemon plushies and got a whole team setup and badge showing thing at the bottom there, along with like the camera and the chat. So it's just a nice stream setup. Future games may have a slightly bigger game image, but given that it's like Game Boy Color, the aspect ratio and like the screen size is kind of limited.
And on occasion, things like uh, team member editions or item obtainment notices.
Yeah, and actually, starting with Gen 2, I have a whole pop-up for each Pokemon capture and evolution, like with the sprite name, Japanese name, and like where I currently am in the current regional decks. With Gen 3, I'll add a thing for the national decks. Actually, no, I won't, because like I'll have already captured all of the O's from the first two gens, so they'll eventually go over. So by default, I already have the national dex portion already taken care of. So yeah, never mind on that one. Just the regional decks. But yeah, that's been what's been going on. So how was your week?
Need to look into that later. Anyways. So they're prepping some of the tags for another event. Once we transition to September, it's going to be a few changes from the norm, though shouldn't be as affecting. Got some things coming in relation to either birthday gifts or some projects that are picking back up. In fact, I managed to finish the first of 3 of these smaller back burners this week. Just need to find time to work on some of the few other things in relation while working around some house maintenance seems to be forming, which involves funny shoulders. Managed to get something in on time this time around. This time around on the Twitch, and those who actually managed to tune in might have noticed that. I feel like I run into one of the couple of the goals I was looking for. Just took a bunch of air unlocking sir to get there. As well as a random concept, but thankfully didn't miss too much. Managed to explain a bit of it when I got things restarted. Both actually posted the same day eventually. Managed to get cheat on despite a few, but times I felt like it was some X, although some X, but thankfully, so much to give the systems a time to rest between the end of today's action and getting ready for tonight's show.
I just saw the picture down there. It's like, cool.
Like any good photographer, of course, chose carefully in terms of not just valuation, but also which to use in terms of social sharing. So actually, when it's initially suspect. So they actually went as well as I initially suspected. Morning service lunch from Brandon Choice. Machine times through. As a regular machine times through. That's been afternoon tea reaction, then dinner shower, rental occurrence, what's the things. But yeah, go around last week, power to last week than normal, just into finish prep for September events. also prepare for their round of family time with some coming over. I should have video prep for that. Trying to record on dirty stuff. This is a try to record on dirty assessments with things I like to do tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah, some server time was tricky spin, although some server time was tricky spin, just with a few other curveballs. And try to put up with any potential questioning and discussions.
Right. So, yeah, I got like 3 different videos to talk about. Uh, so, Wild Mains, time to discuss some tactical espionage action. Basically, Coco sees one of the other is talking to her bag, but like she says it's not the blog that she's doing. Like, so what's in the bag? Now, personally, I thought like maybe it's a pet that she just got or something. Like maybe there's a I don't know, a hamster or a ferret in there. You know, like it wouldn't be completely out there for a small pet to ride along in a bag. You know. So of course, Coco and the other decide to stealthily follow her, follow her and see what's going on. they fail horribly, but eventually it's revealed that, oh yeah, she was just talking to the plushie in her bag, and how like she didn't want to tell them because like, oh, you'd think that like you'd think like, oh, you're too old for plushies, and like, and their response is basically, wait, seriously, that's why? Okay, girl, we're having a plushie party. Come on. And so they have a plushie tea party, and all was well. It was alright. like like I said, with these short 5 minute episodes, there isn't really as much to talk about, especially since like a decent minute of it is like the whole intro bit where it's like, oh, I bet you're wondering how we got into this situation. Along with when they finally do get to that situation, it replays that portion from the intro. So yeah.
Although, on an interesting note, even though this is a release tactic that wouldn't have release tactic that didn't fly prior to 2005, this would be the first time that a actual TV show and not a fan series or a fan video actually used the terminology.
Huh.
Because normally you would have heard, say, stuffed animals or something.
Oh, good point. What about that? Huh, interesting. Moving on to YouTube ponies, as opposed to YouTube horses. Very minor but important difference there. The group is having a sleepover party, and they invited Posey as well. Of course, Posey is like, okay, time to go to bed. Because apparently her idea of a sleepover is going over to sleep over at someone else, going over to sleep over at someone else's place. No, 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 no. They're having a proper sleepover, and they don't even need a guidebook to do it this time around. And Posey is hesitant at first, but she really starts getting into it. Yeah, the musical numbers will do that. Like, oh yeah, I don't want to be a part of this. Can't resist the musical number. uh, so yeah, she gets into it, and even the lighthouse gets into it by making a dresser full of comfy robes and fluffy slippers, and a chocolate fountain. Like, sure, magic can just create stuff ex nihilo, I guess. Like, sure, matter from nothing.
Also, the pillows start floating and homemade planetarium.
Yes. Like, yeah, I'm never going to sleep again. Yeah, they partied themselves out. Yeah, as she goes to sleep, Sunny thanks the Bright House for its help with the sleepover, only to get interrupted by Posey snoring. Yeah. fun episode. Music was all right. The episode didn't, you know, unfairly trash on Posey this time around, as you know the series does tend to do sometimes.
Seems as time
That's
goes
pretty
by.
good.
Seems as time goes by, she's getting a lot of development.
Yep. So Posey packed a whole bunch of stuff. So I suppose in terms of sleepover parties, Posey is the rarity of the group. Mind you, Rarity packed a whole lot more stuff, but you know, well, okay, that was for the camping, but you can imagine Rarity packing a whole bunch of stuff for a sleepover as well. Or at least Rarity past a certain point, because like that sleepover was in season 1, so they didn't quite have the characters properly established yet. This was like what, episode 4 of season 1, something like that. Very early. Yeah.
And as you're hinting, there's over time things start to get less more of a fashionista over prep and more of Twilight being all bookwormish.
Yeah. A fun episode. And finally, Owl House. So remember a few episodes back where we found out that stuff was getting pretty sus over at Luz's place? Well, we finally dip into that. So basically, yeah, they're attempt number 1 at homemade portal. Remember, kids, don't try this at home. And yeah, it doesn't quite lead home, but instead leads to this realm of clairvoyance cubes. I'll call them, like, call out a name, a cube will pulse, look into it, and you'll find yourself in a reflection at the location of whoever you called. And yeah, she finds that there's an imposter taking her form at home. As you can imagine, Luz is not very happy with this
At first.
at at first. But through the episode, she and the imposter talk it out, and hold on a second. And we learn that the imposter's name is Vee, who happens to be a basilisk. Which, long story short, apparently basilisks went extinct or something, and then they got Jurassic Parked back or something. It's unclear. Yeah, Emperor Bella went to Jurassic Park to figure out, like, to study their ability to extract magic from stuff. And
I'm surprised they never made that connection initially.
oh,
But of course, this one's a bit more practical as opposed to, well, theme park.
yeah. that's fair. It's like, yes, I am going to bring back the dinosaurs. Wow. Oh, so we can maybe make more advancements in science. What? No, I'm opening a theme park. Uh, yeah, yeah, that's wild. The more you think about it, like, yeah, just like you literally found out a way to bring back extinct creatures, and you open up a theme park, and not like get tons of scientific grants and research money to help advance science, bring back other extinct creatures. You know, nope, theme park. It's like there's probably more money in the whole scientific thing than the theme park. Like sometimes when people question why certain characters are villains, like, oh wow, you have this freeze gun, you can make so much money off of it. No, I'm robbing a bank. Like, if so many villains just thought of the practical applications of their abilities or tech, and like, you could legally make money off of this. Like, yeah. Anyway, tangent aside.
Huh. Somewhat. Somewhat makes Mr. Freeze a bit less. I mean, somewhat makes Mr. Freeze's motivations make a bit more sense. Or something.
But Mr. Freeze also has the whole thing that Mr. Freeze is a more complex character because he has like his cryo frozen wife who had that deadly illness, so it's like he needs to get help with that. And compared to some other things, freeze ray, eh, not as useful as some other tech options. But I usually freezing people or living things is fairly deadly. So like the best option I could think of is making a really more effective really more effective freezer or a refrigerator. Which I mean, maybe, but yeah. Anyway,
But yeah, the whole tale plays out pretty similar. Scientific scientific experiments go wrong. They all get released into the wild. Only this time, I think. Only this time, there's more hunting involved as opposed to, well, natural preserves, I think is what the second movie was doing.
yeah. But yeah, and eventually Luz ends up talking to her mom, and then she finds out about what's going on, though thinks it's a joke at first, but then has to run a rescue mission because a creepy conspiracy theorist captures V. But he he wants is essentially he wants his YouTube channel verified.
Oh, the references.
Also, we found out where Ida dropped off her Texas Hold'em cards. yeah, she just almost dumped them in the river, and then sold them to the guy running the museum in town. Yeah, it's like, okay. Okay, it was funny. It's like when he was going off about like, yes, I knew it. Demons and witches are real. And Lou's in the reflections like, oh, and something time from Mars, time traveling, and Lou's just has a look of like, really, just that slow breathing out exasperation look. Like, seriously, dude, you were so close, and this is what you came up with.
I have to admit, though, it's
Yeah,
like we almost have one of them. We just need to find a way to convince him it's not a space thing, and to also split differences between uh, humble citizens versus, I have to say it, corrupt government.
yeah. But yeah, so Luz's mom manages to make the rescue, and yeah, Luz starts being pulled away from the realm because of the door starting to collapse because you know DIY portal door, probably not the most stable of objects. But as she's pulled back, she, she and her mom have a tearful farewell, and Luz is made to promise that when she comes back, she will go away again. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, she vows that she will figure out this portal door, or like they'll get it eventually. Also, one other thing of note: when conspiracy guy was going over the history of the town, he mentions this pair of brothers that disappeared in the 1600s due to something involving a witch. I'm sure this won't come up at all in the future. Like, I'm sure it's just a totally, like, a completely one-off mention that has absolutely no plot relevance.
Whatever the case, I did make the historical connection with that one.
Yep,
1692, Salem, all that jazz.
yep. Oh yeah, so back to V. So yeah, I guess as a basilisk, she can use her magic to take the form of someone else, but it also drains the magic. So when she eventually partly shapeshifts back out of fear, she can't change back because she's out of magic. So they go to the museum to find something magical, because Ida was around back in the day. It's like just dumping off magic items here and there. Oh yeah, the rats. Yeah, creepy talking, glowy-eyed rats. That was a thing. Yep. A really fun episode. we finally got that follow up with the whole imposter and loses house thing. Okay, I just remembered another bit. So that so when she gets into the place and finds out that she can like go into a reflection by someone whose name she calls out, she offhandedly mentions Amity, and the cube starts floating up like, wait, no, 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 go back down, back down. Oh, hold on, let me just. I gotta keep us good for now. Hey kids, you're getting a double feature this time around. Yeah, it turns out the first video was like less than an hour long, so it's like, okay, yeah, toss in episode 2. But yeah, we get to learn more about the town and stuff. Turns out V made some friends while she was there. So, good. V has some friends of her own. But yeah. Also, props to the All crew for making a semi-functional, semi-functional portal door. Sure, it didn't lead to where they were aiming for, but I mean, it led somewhere. It technically worked. And for not really having any instructions, I'd say that was a pretty good first shot. Just need to work out the stability issues. Of course, they only have so much Titan's blood, so they only have so many shots. Well, we'll see how future attempts go.
I was going to say, with the Amity bits, try to keep your thoughts on what she was thinking clean.
Yeah. Yeah, very fun. Had a bit of minor action.
Also, Amity's one's the better of the two to at least easier to understand. Also, at least a bit more easier to understand the situation.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah. I kind of wonder what next week's episode is going to be like. It's like, yeah, last episode in this one kind of had to do with the whole portal door thing. I know they actually had a working portal door, so part of me is thinking that next time around will be something a bit different. Yeah, it's like hasn't been like usual, hasn't been a disappointing episode yet. So, think if there's anything else.
Trying to figure out the other place. Trying to figure out that place I was trying to. Trying to throw out what else I was thinking of the understood that reference. Trying to think of what else I was. Trying to think of the other position I was thinking of the understood that reference quotes.
Mm-hmm. Then, heading into the news segment. The Cartoon Network's website is no more. Warner Bros. Discovery is now kicking visitors over to Max. Avatar 3 is titled Avatar at Fire and Dash in theaters December 2025. The first trailer for Star Wars Skeleton Crew has been released, premiering December 3rd on Disney+. So got some full footage descriptions for everything at D23, including stuff for Endor Season 2, Ironheart, Fantastic Four, Daredevil Born Again, The Mandalorian and Grogu, and Captain America Brave New World. Apparently Muse will be a villain in Daredevil Born Again, and Kingpin and Daredevil will apparently team up to deal with a larger threat. Apparently Season 2 for Daredevil Born Again will begin filming soon. Apparently the clip for Captain America Brave New World has Harrison Ford's President Thunderbolt Ross giving a speech on adamantium being harvested from the Celestials, so I guess, what was that movie? That they tried to make it a thing, but it kind of failed. Hold on. Eternals, that's it. Yeah, I guess something Eternals is canon. A stage musical adaptation of The Greatest Showman is in the works. The new trailer for LEGO Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy has been released, premiering September 13th on Disney+. Ooh. Apparently Robert Downey Jr. was going to cameo in Deadpool and Wolverine as Tony Stark. Ryan Reynolds even read lines with him for the scene, but it didn't make sense after he got cast as Dr. Doom. Yeah, that's fair, yeah. Channing Tatum says that he hopes his cancelled Gambit movie will now get revived. Quote, I pray to God. Who knows? GTA 6 is confirmed to still be on track for release in fall 2025. I got a first look at Willem Dafoe and J.K. Simmons in Saturday Night. The film follows the real-life, behind-the-scenes accounts of the opening night for Saturday Night Live. So I see William Dafoe and J.K. Simmons, and I can't help but think, Spider-Man 1.
Also, Jason Reitman is directing.
Ooh. Warner Brothers Discovery just revealed that its TV networks are worth $9.1 billion less than they originally thought. This means that they had a net loss of $10 billion in Q2 of 2024. Ooh. Ouch. Steve Martin says he's declined to play Tim Walls on SNL. I said, Lauren, I'm not an impressionist. You need someone who can really nail the guy. I expect because I have gray hair and glasses. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. To be fair, he does have the look completely nailed. Epic Games is announcing that items in future Fortnite battle passes might be offered for purchase later. Items may be available in the Fortnite shop 18 plus months after the battle pass's expiration.
Yeah, one of the notes I started taking in terms of casting choices is one of the notes I started taking in terms of critiquing casting choices is appearance matches.
Jenna Ortega says Wednesday Season 2 will be a little bit more horror-inspired. We're doing this thing now where Wednesday just kind of appears. She's a little bit of a jump scare herself. Crap. Need to plug in my mouse again. I swear the charge on this thing has been lasting this long lately. Cyclops, Colossus, and Jubilee are being added to Fortnite. I gotta think about Henry Cavill as a version of Wolverine. Quote, "To be safe, I saved this. I shaved the mustache off for this one." Uh,
I was just remembering the whole thing with the Justice League versus other commitments, back-to-back shooting.
yeah, I think it was like a Mission Impossible movie. Got the first teaser for the Game of Thrones spin-off, The Night of the Seven Kingdoms, releasing in 2025 on HBO. Apparently, it's set 100 years before Game of Thrones and 100 years after House of the Dragon. Chris Evans reveals he memorized the full monologue for the end credits scene of Deadpool and Wolverine. "I don't get to say dialogue like this. Trust me, I'm going to enjoy every second of this. Memorized." And I know the monologue it's talking about. All I can say is language. Oh, films releasing in December 2026 currently include Shrek 5, Avengers Doomsday, The Mandalorian and Grogu, and Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Ooh. An animated Evil Dead series is in the works. Bruce Campbell will voice Ash Williams. Robert Kirkman says 7 to 8 seasons of Invincible would be ideal to get him to the end of the comic run. If we get in there and we're still having a lot of fun and Prime Video still likes us, it could go even longer. Ooh, Symbiote has Sunset Shimmer, Luna 2.0, Bonbon, and Derpy Moves available now. Okay, gonna just tab that one. Okay. Tower of God anime's second season reveals 6 new cast members. Sonic Generations will still be available after Sonic and Shadow Generations debuts, although from what I've read, it's mainly going to be a part of bundle packs, and not like as an individual purchase. Life is Strange Double Exposure Ultimate Edition has a Final Fantasy VII outfit pack. Mostly it's shirts, but yeah. From I saw it looked okay. Okay, going over to the other site. old news. The One Piece remake staff has been revealed, along with concept art and character designs. So for the director, they have the guy that was the director of Attack on Titan seasons 2 through 4. Character design, guy who did Attack on Titan, Psychopaths, and Spy Family. Okay. The first ever Monsters Inc. land will open at Disney's Hollywood Studios in Florida. The official trailer for Mufasa, The Lion King. So there is a massive leak in the anime industry. No, page 1. Yeah, basically, leaked material includes episodes 1, 3, and 4 of the new Ranma 1/2 anime, the first 2 episodes of Dan Da Dan, the entire Gekijoban Mononoke Karakasa anime film. The leaks have blurred watermarks and burned in timestamps and are in a low resolution HD, along with the first episode of the 3rd season of ReZero. Yeah, just the whole Terminator Zero, and apparently Arcane was leaked. So yeah, that's just huge leak. Yeah, going by some of the tweets in this thread, apparently like potential future like giga leak. They're claiming that they had that the OG leaker from 4chan downloaded like 87,000 files from not only Netflix but also Paramount and Warner. So yeah. Yeah, that. Oh boy. I mean, mind you, like stated, it's in lower quality with watermarks and timestamps, but still. Simpsons Season 35 will be available to all US Disney Plus subscribers, not just the Hulu bundle, on October 2nd. 4 exclusive episodes are also coming. So apparently Incredibles 3 has been announced. And apparently Brad Bird is returning as director. Also got a slight teaser of the Lilo and Stitch live action. Eh, it looks okay.
At least I know what style to keep to. I mean, I guess it would be okay if an understudy stepped in, but still.
Yeah.
First character video from Classic Stars anime featuring Beethoven.
The Moana 2 trailer was also released. I can switch over to the gaming half of the website. Apparently, Crafton is reviving Tango Gameworks and plans to expand the Hi-Fi Rush IP. Doom 1 Plus 2 has been released. It adds cross-platform multiplayer, mod support, tons of campaigns, and more. And it's free for owners of Doom 1 or 2. So basically, Doom 1 and 2 remastered, essentially, I guess. Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 4 is confirmed to be Marvel and Fortnite, crossing with Fortnite, named Absolute Doom, with the release date of August 16th. Also, apparently some Disney villains are coming to Fortnite, including Cruella, Captain Hook, and Maleficent. yeah, that Borderlands movie came out, and apparently got like a 0% on the tomato meter. So, oh boy, not looking good. So, Fate Stay Night recently got its English release on Steam, and of course, it released with bugs. Basically, long story short, they didn't actually test it on a system running English system locales, so basically, with how the game was coded, because the locales were different, it jumbled up the backgrounds and the character models. Yeah, whoops. Yep,
Well, good luck finding a translator to hopefully eventually put them just above zeroing.
true. I mean, the actual translation was, for the most part, fine, aside from certain name choices. To say the fandom and the company disagree on what certain characters' names should be translated as. Yeah, it was just like the indexing that got jumbled. So instead of this character at this location, it's that character at that location with the text that's actually supposed to be in the game at that point. Or basically a visual novel randomizer, which to be fair could be kind of fun. The Lollipop Chainsaw Repop release date has been moved up to September 12th in the West, with a $45 MSRP. Apparently, Android 17 and 18 are coming to Fortnite. Sure. Although, despite the actual naming, those two are actually more cyborgs than androids. They started off as regular humans, but then got cybernetics implanted. It those weird translation issues.
I was more laughing at the Pokemon naming convention.
Oh,
Japanese name, unknown. English name, unown.
yes. It's like, what? Did you run into a character limit? That can't be it. There's Pokemon with longer names. apparently the Pokemon Company finally gave pseudo-legendaries an official name. Powerhouse Pokemon. So your Dragonites, Metagrosses, most of the non-legendary dragons. In fact, I think of this list, it's like only Tyranitar and Metagross aren't dragons. Warner Bros. Discovery wants to license its franchises to other game studios. Take-Two Studio CEO Strauss Zelnick says, "We won't put our new games on Game Pass day one, because we make rational decisions." I mean, I can't fault that logic. It's like if it goes to Game Pass day one, then people are less likely to actually buy your game if they can just get it on Game Pass. A Shadow the Hedgehog manga has been announced. It'll start serialization in the next issue of the Koro Koro magazine. I'm sure at some point it'll get an English translation. Maybe. We'll see.
And hopefully a graphic novel release eventually, like Nintendo Power and the Super Mario Brother Adventures.
Yeah. Oh, this is nice. Elatro is now fully accessible for blind gamers thanks to a screen reader mod built by 2 dedicated fans. That's cool. A Dragon Ball MOBA has been announced, Project Multi, with a beta on August 20th on mobile and Steam.
Dan Pavemir when asked if Takemomo will return for season 5. I think we'll see him again.
Apparently Sid Meier's Civilization 7 will release in Q1 of 2025. Q4 fiscal year 25. Okay, sure. The Turkish government has banned Roblox, citing child exploitation concerns.
Well, it's another game company that's gotten in trouble overseas.
Yep.
Cousin As a reminder, Netherlands find EA for large sum of euros over loot boxes.
Yep. Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit has been released, so new FNAF game.
New teaser Pennington 3, theaters January 17.
Castlevania is coming to Dead by Daylight on August 27th with Dracula and Trevor Belmont.
For what I'm hearing, it seems that's becoming the Fortnite for horror enthusiasts.
Like, between that and Dead Cells, it's just nice seeing Castlevania get some representation in other games.
Good first look at Center's new company special directed by Josh Safdie, released on August 27th. Not entirely sure if the premiere or after party was any better, but there was a claptrap dancing to Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us at the Borderlands after party. And the cast also posed with Cardboard Standy of Greenblatt. Dylan pulled an Intimidator-esque move to win. Caddy's Steam Time running short. Two 5-7 squadron turns to watercress. EBTX started with 3 of these, Pennsylvania for Alabama. Andrex 36 and P42s. Turning into NPCUs. Both the continent, Final Specs Scene Tour documentary short film coming this fall. Ready user completed Metro Vancouver SkyTrain speedrun, now holds an official world record. First out of restoration is North Shore Line 228. Centrally repeated. 7th Freight Knockin. Hope to finish platform extension for the new year. Update upon page upon consultation. Engagement. Touring American Mogul. MTH Holiday Steve's returns. Today's on the Triumph Day, Park Museum. Hassel Mint returns at night. DG swimsuit and parts, website, recondition, and this week's return from home, fuel injector care, and check pumps from DSL. And our accounts for this week go to the friends family of George Schnick, NCIS, Weekly Months Per Day, Regal Entertainment, Charles Cyphers, Halloween, Petty Yes, Sudik, Star Trek Next Generation, Maurice Williams, The Zodiacs, Myron E. Ullman, Chase Penny, Sean Pish, For Affinity, Billy Bean, Los Angeles Dodgers, Kai Shum, Black Panther, Mitch McCall, SH for Greatest Dad, are a couple of the bigger ones. Susan Wojcicki. Icky. YouTube and the man behind TM Books video, Tom McCullis.
So I just put my order in for the Sunset Shimmer plushie. Figure, best order it now before it goes out of stock,
Good for you.
Yeah, the weather lately has just been like it hasn't so much really been hot. More, it's just the humidity has just been horrible. But I mean, still better than that one summer from like 3 years ago. I think one day it got it to like 115 degrees. And not fun.
Sometime in the last few days it was a little bit cooler around here. But that's, of course, that's counting whatever chaos is going on in the wilderness.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Yeah, I think it was after the thing last week. I went to, we did a bit of thrift shopping, and among other things, I got what was it? Got some DVDs for cheap. Season 1 of House, Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, Stargate Continuum. But I also got a Build-A-Bear Twilight Sparkle for about $4. Yeah, I just saw that in the plushie section. It's like mine now. Also ended up getting a new type of work. Very nice purple, which actually they seem to really like that one. So ab- absolute win. But yeah, it's like yeah, the Xbox 360 I got on eBay spent like $70. And it's like yeah, controller, cables, even the Connect. And it's like okay, sure. Then out of curiosity, I was like, huh, I wonder what the Wii U's are going for. It's like oh, 130. That's not bad actually. And I was tempted, but it's like no, no. At the very least, stick to one console per month. Because I actually checked out the game shop near my place. And well, I think they only had one Wii U, and it was like a special Zelda themed one, so I was going for like almost $300. So it's like, yeah, I don't need a special themed Wii U. I can just get like I don't know, vinyl cover for it, like a vinyl wrap. Yeah, that's still like they still haven't ported over Twilight Princess HD or Wind Waker HD.
Okay, turns out I did. I think I was record at the right time, just didn't pull it out.
Yep. About 3 more minutes of the video.
So, quick recap and takeaways for this week. Evolution in terminology usage in actual shows as opposed to fan content. Character development will some new establishments. And some free stuff now. Let's references. And a few interesting steps here and there in terms of things that could be addressed as time goes by. As we probably hit that aside from our first big physical get together coming later this month. Some things for September to prepare for. Try to get some things done tomorrow. While putting up with house maintenance. And a few other smaller things. And until next for Nicole, which will be another case. Another plan shift, and it will come after. Family get together. Stay safe, stay well, get back, get busted. Pray, and hopefully we will see you